Okay.
Welcome to NSRT, guys. It's opposite day. I'm going to be full of energy for some reason, and Matt is going to be tired because poor Matt had to have some blood drawn today. Physicals are fun.
A little out of it.
he's like came in, he's like, hey, and he's like passing, he's like,
we were trying to have a meeting, and I was like,
well, no, we had this meeting. You were just dozing off a little bit, but hey, you know what? You had how many vials taken out?
Quite a few.
Quite a few. That's painful.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys like getting your blood drawn? No one does.
Nope, I don't like it.
I'm in a super good mood. I don't know why.
That's good.
I don't know how I'm awake. I haven't had even caffeine today. I didn't get in until like midnight last night. Yeah, hockey night does that.
Yeah.
You just don't leave. You just keep. Yeah. Anyway. You guys know how we do here. See, even I'm doing all the talking.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm gonna have to carry this episode, which people will hate. But anyway, let's get to the questions. We added a bunch in after the Novrich video. Hope you guys enjoyed that one.
I think that went well. Novrich is very stoic. He has that like Austrian.
Well, he's very stoic, but you have to
him.
understand is he's also only been in the United States for a little while. He's trying to pick up on accents and language and slang, and that takes a while. So sometimes it takes a little bit longer to process.
Plus, I mean, even in normal conversation, he just doesn't talk a lot. He's just very reserved.
So he's like the opposite of Jet. Then it's just like so you're telling me so they kind of balance each other out right now.
Yeah. Oh no, we made fun of Jet again.
No, I made fun of Jet again.
Okay.
See, there's this bus that George is driving, and it's just driving over the Desert Fox all the time. Every chance I get, I don't know why.
It's just not.
Why do I pick on Jet? Just because it's enjoyable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So Ghost Rider asks, "Dear Insert, what do you think is better for beginners? Plate carrier or a chest rig? Keep up the good work."
Okay.
Beginners, what do you think? Like right off the bat, like if you were still working in the store, and a beginner came in, knew nothing about airsoft at all, just knew that they wanted to buy. He has a budget, it's a decent budget, and he wants to come in and he wants to buy everything. What would you recommend?
I think for the beginning airsoft, I'd always recommend a chest rig first for a variety of reasons. Primarily, they're less expensive than plate carriers.
Correct.
But more importantly, they're scalable. If you wanted to add a backpack, you can do that. If you wanted to put a soft armor on it because you're worried about BB hits or you're not familiar with like the
or you
pain
can
that
connect
comes
it
with
to
BBs.
some of them. You can connect to a plate carrier later
Right,
on.
and so it's an expandable system. But of course, chest rigs do have their limitations. If you buy one that isn't like a PALS compatible one and it just has pouches, you're kind of limited to what pouches you have initially. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, you went over everything, but I would even go further of if let's say you're getting into airsoft and you maybe don't play a lot of sports, you don't go to the gym a lot. I'm not saying that you're just out of shape in the sense that you're not used to doing that much cardio or doing that much work. Definitely, it'll be a lot easier for you carrying around less stuff.
True.
And a chest rig kind of enables you to do that. You don't carry. You're lighter. You're faster. Definitely not as big of a profile when you have a vest.
And they're really adjustable. You can fit a large variety of body types in a chest rig.
Yeah, it's like a one-stop shop, and you can always. And honestly, the main reason that chest rigs kind of came to be where they were designed for operations where basically a armor wasn't needed by the person. So I mean, take advantage of that, and of that situation and making yourself lighter and faster.
I still do love the look of a soft armor with a chest rig and a backpack. I think it's super cool. It's hot. It is hot.
Yeah, because that soft armor just
traps all of the body heat. But a matter of fact, I think I'm going to run.
So skinny over the years?
Oh yeah, that's how I did it.
Oh
yeah. Yeah, every time I felt like I was putting on some weight, I would just play Airsoft in a soft armor. But I think one of these days when we go to like a pistol night or something, I'm gonna bring back the pistol or the soft armor and chest rig.
Yeah, but I was making you a panel for.
I know, but I want to mix it up. I've still got all my stuff.
I mean, you'll be able to wear the panel as a chest rig, so I mean, theoretically, you can do however you want.
Yeah. You know what we need to do? Just make me some Velcro buckles for my soft armor so I can click it in.
Yeah, that would be good. Yeah. Except your soft armor, is it the one that has like the abs drawn in?
No, I've got several. I've got that black one that we used to have that has a little vertical piece.
Oh yeah, those are good.
Yeah.
I wish we had those. You remember the the multicam one, and oh man, I wish we still had those.
But it's that brand.
So the
TMC.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a TMC.
Or Toy Soldier was the other one.
Maybe it was Toy Soldier. I don't know.
Anyway,
I'll wear it one of these days.
Yeah, but definitely check out chest rigs. Good options. They come in a variety of different price points. Some can be really expensive. Some could be, the Condor ones, NC Star.
And a ton of colors. You can get chest rigs in almost every color.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, next question.
Woo-woo.
Spencer Riles asks, Dear Insert, what would your ultimate Speedsoft /CQB loadout be? Another loadout question. Be specific. Keep up the good work.
Definitely got to take... it has to have... If it was designed completely for Speedsoft, it has to have a little bit of comedy to it. And like Ryan, before, I'm just thinking about Ryan's B backpack idea. It's got to have something like that. I remember when I used to do a lot of Speedsoft playing at Insight, back in the day, it was always focused on making sure we have something funny. So whether it's attaching a stuffed animal to your back or something stupid, that just is a little bit of comedic genius. Running around with the beanies with the ball on the top, stupid things like that. Anything that you can do that brings a little bit of comedy to it, I think makes it more enjoyable, versus taking it seriously.
Yeah.
What would your ultimate since you were just talking about a soft armor with this, what would your ultimate Speedsoft loadout be?
Well, lately I've just been running my vest just because I've been getting used to the new pouch layout and just kind of which is funny because I don't use any of the things. I think as a recommendation for anybody who plays indoor or even really close quarters outdoor stuff, minimize the amount of extra gear you're carrying. Use as many mags as you need to go through a specific round. So if you're playing at a local field and your match is 5 to 10 minutes long, only take as many magazines as you need to complete that round.
Yeah.
And there's no need to have medic pouches and hydration on your back. And that's just all extra stuff that you don't necessarily need to have on you on the field.
Plus, it can get hit. You don't even know it, and
right.
Or it could be sticking out and you can get hit from it. And you're kind of hitting yourself at that point.
And ultimately something comfortable. You don't necessarily have to do a full BU loadout. I play in jeans and a t-shirt, and then I wear one knee pad that allows me to slide because I don't need to.
You don't slide anymore? You don't do the full knee slide?
I can't find the other one, so I just run one.
I don't want to knee slide anymore. The last time I knee slid, it was basically I built up enough momentum and I slid and I misjudged and went too late, so then it just went, and then what was great is it moved what I ran into.
I remember there was one match we were doing, Ryan and I were running, and I was coming in way too hot, and I went for a slide, and ended up sliding so far I was laying down on my back, and accidentally hit my mag, and my mag comes out, and I'm like, oh no, so I'm getting
Maybe
shot.
They won't notice.
And Ryan runs back and picks up my mag and keeps going.
Maybe they won't notice. What else? I'd say keep it light and simple, maybe even just a battle belt, or not even a battle belt, maybe just some regular belt with 2 or 3 mag pouches.
Battle belt is really the way to go.
Yeah,
for
so that way you can move your torso, upper torso a little bit better.
Dump pouch.
Maybe a plate carrier just for the maybe a slick.
People running the HSGI micro rigs on your chest.
Yeah.
Top pen. It's not even a full chest rig. It's literally 3 mags across. But it's all the way up here, so that it's away from all your other.
So you're
yeah.
My mag.
Or you're doing the reload that you used to do with the Momolly, where you just click it in.
Yeah. And then full face mask.
Yeah, for sure. And a full face mask. I actually recommend. I've done every setup you possibly can for CQB Speedsoft oriented games. And one thing I know about Speedsoft is usually it's full auto, usually it's close up, and usually it's really high impact. So I would actually prefer to just wear a full paintball mask.
Yep.
That's what I have my Dye i4 for. Yep. You have one, something similar. That way you're just making it easy for yourself. You're just putting on that mask and you're good to go.
Plus
versus putting on your helmet, then putting on your goggles, and putting on your lower face pro on that, and then covering your ears.
And there's no gaps because you're so close. There's just no gaps in protection.
Yeah.
I run a baseball cap backwards. I know you run a hat.
Yeah, I usually run a hat backwards. That's something I've always developed from paintball back in the day, was that wearing that hat backwards, it stabilizes it. It stabilizes
that, and then there's always this gap where the mask ends, and you've got prime real estate for BB hits right on the forehead.
Yeah, the only thing that sucks is the Dye masks or some other masks aren't really designed well for GoPros, But honestly, like, it's more fun these days to, if you're gonna go play Speedsoft with each other, I think it's actually more fun to not run any cameras and just play, and it's so much more enjoyable.
Just get back into having fun,
and not
and
that's been. I mean, I definitely want to go to Pistol Night. Been talking to, like I'm in the middle of moving right now, so like everything's kind of in boxes.
It's all right.
But you know what?
It's all right. You're going.
I know. I know. I'll get dragged to it. I'll just borrow stuff from work and borrow, work. Yeah. See,
I got tons of extras.
yeah, I know. I have no excuses. I really just have to. I'm running out of excuses. So.
We got tons of gas from the New Pro guys. We've got so many cans.
Yeah,
of
I
gas,
know.
it's
I
not even
don't.
funny.
There's no excuse for me. I'll just have to work on it. So hopefully hockey night isn't Wednesday next week, and maybe I'll go.
Yeah.
Or maybe the week after, or whatever. Who knows? Might be a
You
month
guys
from
will
now.
never know when
Yeah.
we're going.
We don't even know what we're talking about. Wow, we've been talking on this question for way too long. See, that shows how much energy I have today. This is a good question, and I'm sure you'll have a field day with this. And this was brought up in the Novrich video. Cesar Cortez asks, why has the U.S. not converted to the metric system? Go.
We tried. Well, we tried getting people used to the metric system. You'll notice if you are in the U.S., your speedometers on your cars will have a kilometers per hour as well as a miles per hour. The majority of the food products that you buy will have both an imperial denomination of volume as well.
Don't you think that's
as a
maybe because
metric.
those products go to Canada as well?
It is, but they're also done that way to. It was originally an attempt to familiarize U.S.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's taught it in school, obviously.
Right.
It's a better efficient system, or it's a more efficient system.
The metric
but
system is better.
Yeah, it's straight up better, but
yeah.
like it's kind of like we're the United States. We're just gonna do what we want,
Well, it's also there's just so much that you'd have to convert.
It would take some time.
right.
It would be really difficult, but who knows? Maybe down the line, the U.S. will do it with newer generations getting older. Or
Yeah.
whatever.
I think we should.
Yeah, I mean, from an engineering standpoint, for your,
It just makes way more sense. Like, it just measuring anything makes way more sense.
yeah. That way, I know how many how many centimeters tall I am, how many meters tall I am, how many.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah. We're never going to your temperature system, though. That makes no sense.
What,
No,
Celsius?
it makes complete sense.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Everybody's like, it's only 30 Celsius right now.
That was the thing. When we were in the car with Navrich, I was like, hey, what temperature? And he was like, oh, it's like 20-something, centigrade. And I was like, huh? Like, what is that in Fahrenheit, man? Anyway, Airsofting Turtles asks, do you think a zoom cam is important to be able to record, and if so, what kind? We were just talking about zoom cams earlier.
That's why I brought one of these. Give a little plug. We haven't done a video on this, but this is the Shot Track by ATN. ATN's a company that makes night vision, but we carry these two products from them, and I just experimented with last week with Miguel, and they work really well. I was actually really surprised, kind of blown away. Sorry, I'm not used to doing like review stuff.
It's okay.
But, are they necessary? Like, I think if you wanted to do more YouTube style stuff, or maybe even more videos for yourself, it is a necessity to be competitive in that realm. However, if you're just playing, you don't need it. But these ones are a very good option. They run off a CR123 for about 2 hours. They're lightweight. They already have a rail attachment, so you don't have to really. And it's just a one button. Like, you don't have to turn it on, wait for it to turn on, have 3 beeps, press it.
So it's something even I could not mess up.
Correct, which is why you will use one at the next event.
Highly recommended. If I can't mess it up, it's good for you guys.
You don't mess up that often. Oh, yeah, you do. You mess up.
Yeah, I was going to say, like,
Under the butts
how many
again.
times have I turned my GoPro onto camera, onto, like, photo?
Okay. MagSwag24 asks, Dear Insert, I want to spend $100 on attachments / upgrades for my AEG. What are the best options? Keep up the good work. So it was upgrades and attachments. So you're looking probably at least $30-$40 on a red dot, which is probably the only attachment.
And a barrel.
And an inner barrel?
Yeah.
Could you buy you could buy a decent inner barrel for the remaining $75.
Dude, you could spend $10 on a vertical grip and have a more stable platform if you wanted a vertical grip.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
I would say that, but the thing is, though, it depends what you're using it for. Like CQB, for example, you just use the Magwell.
Why would do that anyway?
I know, exactly.
Yeah.
What's the point? It's really great when you're like running around and you see everybody just using the mag well, and then they have a vertical grip out here.
Yeah,
Like,
that's me on my M27. All right, so here's the thing about red dots, since you mentioned red dots.
Okay.
Buying a red dot is probably one of the best accessories you could get if you zero it to the gun. It does you no good if you turn it on and your red dot's up here and your gun's shooting here. You have to zero it at a known distance where you're going to be engaging people the most often. Walk 100 paces away from a target, start firing, walk in your red dot so that you're on target at that known distance so that when you're engaging people, you know that that red dot's going to hit them. Otherwise...
And make sure you turn it on.
Yeah, otherwise, don't even put a battery in it. It's there for looks. And then look down the side of your barrel.
Yeah,
like
but then
I
it's
do.
there for looks, but then like you get mad when it gets shot out, you know, like...
Yeah.
You might as well just like hollow it out and PVCs could just go through it and hit you in the face.
You're just getting like, what is that movie where he gets in the reticle? Saving Private Ryan. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's the only movie to
No,
do that.
I think that was also like Enemy at the Gates or something like that.
No,
No.
who knows?
Is it Enemy at the Gates?
Who knows? There's so
Yeah,
many.
it's the one
there's
with
so
the Russian sniper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. No, that wasn't it. Whatever.
Maybe, who knows?
All
Doesn't
right.
matter. We might be wrong.
So
right.
two best upgrades, you think? Red dot, inner barrel,
I think
maybe
red
vertical
dot. I think inner barrel is probably the best starter upgrade that anybody can do. Don't touch the gearbox.
Unless you've bought a gun already that comes factory with a nice inner barrel.
Which yeah, some do, and then maybe just put all your. Actually, I take that back. The first upgrade you should always do is a good battery.
Oh.
Yeah. If you whether you're using like a 7.4 LiPoly or you're using a 12 volt, you having fun there?
That's a bird.
You having fun there, guy?
I'm making a bird.
So like that's the most important upgrade. Because it doesn't matter how accurate your barrel is if you can't shoot a lot of BBs really fast. You having fun, dude? I'm glad your energy's picked up.
Darkstorm Airsoft. Dear Insert, will you guys be attending Fulda Gap in North Carolina this year?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Matt will be there.
I will. All right. Yeah. See you guys at Fulda Gap in North Carolina.
I'll be there probably. Yeah, we are sponsoring this year. We haven't. I mean, it's still a long ways away.
Yeah.
And we are planning it around. We couldn't attend last year because it was on the same weekend as Airsoft Con. So this year, at least, we know for a fact that it's not during that same weekend because we're choosing those dates. So
Cool.
we will definitely hit up that game. It sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah,
a
I'm
good
excited.
celebration of Airsoft. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Boom, boom.
Yeah.
How we doing on time there, Ryan?
We're about 18 minutes in.
Oh, we are? Oh.
I felt so much.
All right, we'll do one more question.
One more speed.
So I think Matt's...
No, I'm okay.
You're fine.
Yeah.
That's what he said. He's passing it out.
This was a Novrich question, but it was asking how do you become so good at sniping?
Patience.
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 Oh, let's go with another one.
Number one skill set for snipers. Patience. You got to sit there and wait. If you get antsy, you start moving around, you're not an effective sniper.
But that's not how you play Call of Duty.
360 no scope off a second story building. Let's see it. Don't do that.
This is a good question. Brennan McLeod asked, you guys should do a stream insert on Twitch and answer questions live. This is actually something we've been talking about. Yeah, look at Ryan. He's like,
I told you guys.
But like, I put this in here to talk about this on purpose.
Ooh,
Okay.
that's what happened.
Luckily, I pulled this question. Okay, so if you are interested in this, the best thing to do is to give us feedback.
Yeah.
How do you give feedback?
In the comments
You
section
comment
down below.
Like if we see a bunch of comments of everybody going this, you should do it. You should do Twitch. Then I'm like, okay, let's try it.
And if we
then
do it, we got to figure out an appropriate time so that everybody worldwide can be.
Yeah, I mean, Twitch is definitely the best delivery system in terms of being able to get feedback with your users and all that stuff. It's just a question of I don't know. We haven't figured out if we can tie it into the gaming community or not. So that's.
Let's do it on YouTube.
Yeah, we could do it on YouTube. We've thought about that. That's the thing but Twitch is a very good delivery system, but it's mostly video games only.
Shut up, Ryan. Shut up.
What are you doing? Are you like, you guys having your moment right now? Moment?
He was just so matter of fact, like, just do it on YouTube. You shut your mouth. Okay, last question.
No, that was the
No,
last.
that was a dumb question.
What? That wasn't a dumb question.
That was an exciting question. I just want to answer another one.
You suck.
Oh, hey, there you go. Tap Studios, dear answer. Do you guys have bug out bags? Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Mine's actually, I just went through it. I have a lot of crap in there I didn't need.
So
we're gonna do a new video after I'm done because I'm completely redoing the bug out bag.
So I'm gonna give a small nod to a good friend of ours, Frosty from American Milsim. He gave me one of the best pieces of advice when it comes to bug out bags and everyday carry and preparedness. The way that he sets up his system is what he carries on his person allows him to get to his vehicle. And what he carries in his vehicle allows him to get home. And then what he has at home, allows him to survive or to, deal with emergency or disaster situations. So in that sense, I've scaled down my bug out bags to be.
So then what specifically is, all right, what do I need to get to my car? My car keys?
Well, okay, so car keys, obviously, but more like, okay, take Ryan's like daily loadout, right? So you got a knife if you need it, okay, or a multi-tool. The multi-tools have knives. They're a good alternative. Of course, I didn't bring mine today. And then a flashlight is a good thing to carry.
Mine's in my bag.
Right.
Okay.
And then those things should enable you to get to the next location, which is your car. In your car, you've got first aid kit or bandages or some sort of trauma treatment, as well as perhaps jumper cables, water, emergency blankets, things that you would need in the event that you were stuck in your car and you had to survive briefly until you could get home. And then home is where you have your big bags with all the extra gear that you don't need immediately. Food, water.
Yeah. Okay, that's good advice. Yeah, I mean Frosty's a smart man when it comes to that kind of stuff. I think that's the appeal to a lot of people with everyday carry. Depending, I think the bug out bags need to be more focused on, items that you could use to help in any type of situation, whether that be glow stick, road flares, duct tape, a map of your area.
And those are all things I keep in my car anyway.
Yeah, like keeping a map is always good, and a physical map and knowing how to read a physical map is very, very useful tool. GPS and cell phones don't work all the time, and I certainly would not want to depend upon them, getting anywhere.
If you attend our Airsoft camp every year, the guys from Milsom West have been gracious enough to run those games for us now, and they do a land nav course where they teach you to read physical geography on a map in order to get a heading and a way to find your way around when there are no street signs or McDonald's that you can, say that, I passed that 2 streets ago, things like that. So being able to read a map is very important. So if you want to learn how to land nav and Airsoft, come to the Airsoft camp.
Registration for that will be going up pretty soon. Details will be released down the line. If you went last year, I hope you want to attend again this year. If you have not attended, I definitely recommend it. We're going to be doing a lot more courses and a lot more of that kind of stuff, as well as open gameplay as well, being a celebration of Airsoft, but also try to, learn, be open-minded and hopefully learn some things at the Airsoft camp.
And I won't be sick this year, so.
You won't be sick this year. Shades will go this year probably.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because you couldn't go last year. He was like on a trip or something like that. And then, all course be going. And we have Wrecking Ball. We'll make Ryan go. Yeah, Ryan, you're going.
You're going, Ryan. Prepare yourself. All right, guys, thanks for tuning into this episode of the Not So Round Table.
You guys gave Matt a big boost today. He was a
little out of it.
He's a little out of it, and now he feels good. Now he feels energized. So thank you guys for, listening to him.
Take a nap.
You take a nap now? No, you got to film some videos, man.
Now we're going to film some videos.
Woo!
All right. If you guys have any future questions, comments, if you want to see us do a live episode on Twitch TV, comment in the section.
Yeah, just say live.
Down below.
Live exclamation point in the comments. That way I can search by how many there are.
Yeah, and we'll work on it. We'll work on it for you guys. See you later.
Bye.